Today for the Chapter 11 review, we'll first be doing question 1, and it says here that a random variable x is distributed normally with mean 450 and standard deviation 20. And so it wants us to find the probability that x is lesser than or equal to 475. And so here we can just simply use the basic find the z factor number thing and then converting it into the probability. And so you have 475 as the number that you want for x minus 450, the mean, over 20, your standard deviation. And so if we plug that into a calculator, that's essentially just 25 divided by 20, and so you get 1.25. And so that is your z number, and although I do not have the chart here with me, thankfully we have the internet. And so because of that, if you take a look at this, then 1.2 over here, after that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you get 0.8944, and so that'd be approximately 89.4% because we round to the third significant figure, so 89.4%. Let's curve that out a bit more. Alright, after that, it asks us, given that the probability of x is greater than a is 0.27 or 27%, it wants us to find a. And so because of that, like, let's say for example this is our standard distribution curve, then essentially it wants us to get the area of this, which means that this area is equal to 0.27. And so there are a couple of ways to do this, and although it is true that the z factor only really gives us the only gives us the leftwards factors. If you were to, you can just simply do the opposite though, in which you just simply do 1 minus 0.27, 1 minus 0.27, and that's 0.73. And so because of that, we just simply have to hunt down 0.73 on our z chart over here, and the closest we can get to 0.73 on this handy dandy z chart is approximately here, 0.7291, and so that's 0.61. If we have a z number of 0.61, sorry about that, 0.61, that equals a minus 450 over 20. And so because of that, we multiply 0.61 by 20, and we add 450. So if we put that into our handy dandy calculator, 0.61 times 20, and then multiply, and then add that to 450. We get 462.2, and thus we have a is equal to 462.2, and that is number 1.